Hey guys, it's me again, and this time we are in Culling of Stratholme, heroic version. This first clip is just going to be the random mobs that you have to fight in this dungeon. They're really easy. There are these risen zombie things which are like non-elite and have like 700 health that are just really annoying. So you're going to want to kill those, and the elites, of course. Okay, this first boss is really easy. What you want to do is make sure none of the casters are beside him. Because he does this spit thing that is a dot and also silences you from casting for a few seconds. So you want to make sure you're not in front of him as well as not beside him. And those chains that just flew out are called Constricting Chains. And what it is an instant cast every 8 to 12 seconds, causing 1800 physical damage dealt every 1 second and stunning the target for 4 seconds. So, yeah. And what I meant earlier by not standing beside him is if you're, like, casting. So that is the whole fight, basically. Here's some more random trash you have to kill. So this is second boss. What we did here was we made everyone stack on the tank, and I'm not sure why we did this, but what this boss does is he does a Shadow Bolt, which he casts very often, and as you'll see in a second, he's gonna summon some ghouls. There they are. They just summoned, and they're really easy. They are elite. You can just tank them down, DPS them down. I mean, what he also does is a thing called Curse of Twisted Flesh, which increases his maximum health, or he decreases your maximum health by 25%, as well as causes 1500 shadow damage. Another thing he does is Steel Flesh, which reduces your damage output by 75% and increases his own by 75%. And finally, he does Corpse Explosion, which explodes all the corpses around him. So once you finish that, you start this event where you start killing these things, and you have to kill 1, 2, 3, 4 or 5 spawns of these guys. And once you clear all of those, this guy comes out, and him and Arthas have some little argument thing. It takes a while, and once it's done, you get to fight him, and he is another boss. So for this boss, he does this weird thing. It's not that weird actually. All he does is he does a time stop, which you'll see this momentarily. It stuns the whole party for 2 to 3 seconds. He also does a time warp, which time slows down, reducing attack, casting, and movement speeds for 70% for 6 seconds. He does if you're a caster and you get hit by Curse of Exertion, that increases the cost of all your spells and abilities by 100%, but it can be removed, that debuff. And finally, he does something called Wounding Strike, which wounds the target, dealing 100% weapon damage, reducing your heals effects on heals on you by 25%, and it does DPS every few seconds. So it's really easy to fight actually. Yeah. I just saw the time warp there again. And after you clear that boss, you have to go through a long corridor which is just full of these ads, um, and kill them. This boss is only available on heroic, and if you make it to him before the 25 minutes is up, there is a clock, and if you don't get to him before 25 minutes, then you will not be able to fight him. So really, all he is a tank and spank. That's it. He sometimes, rarely, puts a debuff on you that decreases your health as it stacks, but that is it. Really, that is all there is to this fight. And he also drops 100% chance he drops a mount, a flying mount, bronze flying mount, as you'll see in the end of the video. So this is the final boss. He's very, very, very easy. All you want to do is, if you're not the tank, don't stand in front of him, because he does a spell that does a lot of DPS, and it's just deadly. He also randomly targets people and puts them to sleep for 10 seconds on heroic, 8 seconds on regular. And any damage done to you will awaken you. He also does a mind blast on random players, which it does do a lot of damage. And finally does vampiric touch, which heals the caster, which is him, for the damage dealt off melee, whatever it's called. So that is the whole fight. It's very easy, but it's the way it ends is kind of dumb. You can never ever kill him. He says some crap about how he's like, I never read it, but it's probably like how you can never kill him. He's like unstoppable. Something about the wrath of the Lich King, and then he keeps talking, and then he disappears into the night, and Arthas is like pissed off, and he's like, "Oh, I'll chase you to the end of the world," blah 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 blah, they'll everything, and then this chest becomes available for looting, and that's where your gear comes from. So this next clip is the mount that drops. That's it, guys. So thank you for watching. Till next time, guys. Have fun. Good luck.